Well, as families gear up for the back-to-school season, rising costs are shifting shopping habits. Joining us now with how parents can get the most for their money is Bankrate Senior Industry Analyst Ted Rossman. Hi, Ted. How you doing?
Hi, good to be here. Thank you.
Well, your reporting found that inflation continues to impact back-to-school shoppers, but less so than in the years past. So what is the difference this school year?
That's right. We found that 30% of back to school shoppers say that inflation is changing their buying habits this year. That's down from 41% 3 years ago. That was when inflation peaked in the summer of 2022. Since then, wage growth has outpaced inflation. Things are still expensive, but people are catching up a little bit. The National Retail Federation says the average kindergarten through 12th grade back to school shopper is spending about $858 this year. That's down about $20 from last year.
And Ted, what are some money-saving methods to stretch the supplies?
I'm a big fan of stacking discounts. Combine a store promotion with a rewards credit card. Also, use an online shopping portal like Rakuten. That can give you additional cash back. Use those card-linked offers, those digital coupons, the likes of Amex offers, Chase offers, things like that. Combine multiple saving streams on the same purchase. Also, look around. Do you have last year's supplies? Does last year's fall wardrobe still fit? Can you source things locally from Buy Nothing groups on Facebook and other platforms? And other parents can pass along gently used items at no cost. These are all some good ways to save.
And we've seen tariffs on imported goods fluctuate in recent months. Do you foresee tariff-related costs impacting the cost of, common school items like backpacks and electronics or clothing? And if so, do you think shoppers are going to try to squeeze in shopping before a new round takes effect?
A lot of people did start early this year. The National Retail Federation says about 2/3 of back to school shoppers began as of early July, and that's a record. Fortunately, tariffs are not having a big impact on back to school shopping this year. A lot of those have been delayed or scaled back. It's still worth monitoring for the rest of the year, maybe especially around Christmas time. At least for back to school, though, prices are stable. They're actually down a little bit year over year in some key categories like clothing and computers. Items are available on retailer shelves. The worst impacts of tariffs have been avoided for back to school, thankfully.
And how about online shopping compared to going in person? Is there any difference shoppers should be aware of?
Sometimes online is easier. Sometimes you get better pricing and better availability, but not always. I mean, sometimes in-person stores are the way to go. Sometimes you like to walk up and down the aisles and see what's there. You can involve your kids in that process, by the way, and use this as a teaching tool. Try to educate them about being a savvy shopper, making trade-offs. If they splurge on one part of the budget, they've got to cut back somewhere else. A lot of people are doing a mix of online and in-person shopping. It can make sense to cast a wide net and make sure you're getting the best deals.
Okay, Bankrate Senior Industry Analyst Ted Rossman, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.
And to read more about the changes shoppers are making this year, head to bankrate.com.